Trespasser's Guide to the Classics by John Nicholson, Richard Katz and Javier Marzan. Mr. Gray's Decorators.
Roll up! Specialist portraits for a shilling. My colleague's unique talent will capture a younger-looking you. Just look at his Lord Nelson.
That is a teenage Queen Victoria.
His likenesses are uncanny. Care for a portrait, madam? He can knock years off you.
I'll knock years off you in a minute.
Charming. That's it. Portraits of people as their younger selves is clearly yet another flawed enterprise, Javier.
Trust me, it will catch on.
While we stand around and wait for that, the rent's overdue and we can't afford to eat.
Look, I am a professional painter.
And decorator, big difference. And I'm afraid that's the business we're going to have to return to.
With no clients?
If our clients aren't going to come to us, we'll simply have to go to them. So pack up your easel and follow me.
Wow, look at the size of these houses.
What did I tell you? Thank you, cabby. This'll do here.
Whoa, boy!
Hey. Thank you.
Much obliged.
Now, grab your lager, Javier. Watch and learn. Good morning, madame. We are London's first ever door-to-door painting and decorating service.
Congratulations.
Impressive.
Just you wait. Good day, sir.
No, thank you.
Leave it to me. Good day, madam. When did you last have your skirtings touched up?
Get out of it. Go on, sling your hooch.
What did I say?
Maybe it was your accent.
My accent is barely perceivable.
Perceptible.
Well, you say potato, I say patatas con chorizo.
Hello, sir. Have you ever considered...
Before you shut the door, could I just... Eh?
All right. Last in the street.
Sounds hopeful.
Good afternoon, sir.
John!
Oh, God.
Well, I never.
Hello, boys.
Why are you dressed up as a butler? Wait a minute. Are you a butler?
No, I'm a penguin.
So you really did it. Bloody hell.
Said I would, didn't I? And you guys are...
Yep, gone from strength to strength.
He's lying.
We're completely broke.
Well, I wish I could help out. Now, the thing is...
Nicholson! I thought work on the upstairs landing was starting today.
Yeah, that's right, sir.
So, what's going on?
Well...
I'm not interested in excuses. What's your excuse?
The decorators have resigned.
Again, what were these two then?
Old friends. We used to work together.
Ah, well, I hope they're up to standard.
No, these aren't...
Come on, they're not going to get the work done loitering on my doorstep, are they?
No.
So, what are your names?
Richard and Javier.
And yours?
Javier.
Fair enough.
Dorian, you have remembered it's my Romeo and Juliet press night tomorrow, haven't you?
Oh, how could I forget, my dear?
Oh, hello. You found some new decorators then, John?
Not exactly. The thing is...
Let's hope they meet your impeccable standards, Dorian.
Oh, witty as well as beautiful, isn't she? What would you do to have a girl as gorgeous as this in your arms, eh?
I'd probably tell her how much I adored her since first setting eyes upon her.
I think that was rhetorical, John.
Oh, God, she's not interested in all that la-di-da, are you, Sybil?
Apparently not.
And Nicholson, Lord Henry is taking me for lunch today, so I'll expect my burgundy velvet suit delinted.
Oh, not him again, Dorian.
What's wrong with him?
He's a bad influence on
Oh,
you.
nonsense. He has my best interests.
I don't believe this. You're going to have to resign.
Resign? We've only just been employed.
No, Javier. This is just a gross misunderstanding.
John, you can trust us.
You're total liabilities. Why do you think I left our partnership?
We've changed.
We've really got our act together.
Yeah, you're an act, all right. You should join the circus.
Just give us a chance to prove ourselves.
Well, it's not like I've got a lot of choice. I've already had 2 companies resign.
Why?
Because Mr. Gray is an utter perfectionist.
I must say, he's a pretty striking man.
What?
What? I have no shame in saying that. He's incredibly good looking. Listen, I'm only saying that if he was a woman, I'd probably invite her for a country walk. What? And if I was a woman, I wouldn't mind if she made a pass at me. I mean, you know what I mean.
So, John, what do you say?
If anything goes wrong...
Relax. You won't even notice that we are here.
Oh, sorry.
So, you want the whole ceiling painted?
And all the corner things?
Yeah. Gonna be a cinch.
We'll get set up.
Okay.
John? I'm sorry to interrupt. I wonder if I could run my lines with you.
Oh, of course, Miss Vane.
Oh, Sybil, please. I'm so nervous about tomorrow night.
You're going to be sensational.
Oh, you're so sweet. I'll be in the drawing room. You can be Romeo.
I'm fine with John.
And I'm Juliet.
Oh, right, yes, I see.
What? Didn't say anything?
You're practically falling over your tongue, John.
Don't be ridiculous. Get on with your work. Lord Henry, good day.
Dorian, are you in?
He's just getting dressed.
Dorian, where are you?
Like I say, Lord Henry, he's...
Dorian?
Can you actually see me? Because I'm standing right in front of you.
Of course I can see you. Never been a fan of butlers.
Excuse me?
Hello, my name is Basil Hallward.
Ah, the painter, yes, I remember you.
Is Mr. Gray at home?
Well, well, look who it isn't.
Lord Henry. You're here to lead Dorian further astray, I take it?
No, I'm here to take him to lunch. And as I've explained to you previously, Basil, Dorian is his own man.
But a very impressionable one also, whom you seem hell-bent on encouraging to lead the wanton life you preach, but never dared practice yourself.
Is that meant to be some veiled criticism of me?
No, it's meant as a direct criticism.
Lord Henry! And Basil! Are you joining our luncheon?
No, Dorian, I've actually come to ask about my portrait of you. I'd like to borrow it for an exhibition.
That won't be possible. I'm far too attached to it.
Oh, can I at least see it?
The portrait?
Well, I'd love to see where you've hung it.
I haven't. I mean, it moves around the house, doesn't it, Nicholson?
Yes, sir. It follows you, like a dog.
Well, where is it now?
The dog?
The portrait!
Dorian, we should really get going.
Yes, indeed, out we all go. Come along!
Dorian, the exhibition really...
Hello, Basil. I'm afraid my answer is final.
What the hell was all that about? I've never even seen that portrait.
Okay, Richard. Very carefully lean out from your ladder and pass me that newly opened tin of paint.
Is that wise? Under the circumstances?
Oh, maybe not. Maybe you should grab that scaffold plank and make a walkway between our ladders.
Even though your ladder is already on a plank that's traversing the banisters.
Maybe I should tie myself off to the chandelier.
Yeah, best to be on the safe side. Oh, wait a sec. Above your head, looks like a damp patch. The paint will just peel if we go onto that.
Good point. What is above here?
The attic? It's probably a loose roof tile. Easily sorted. Let's go take a look.
Okay, John, test me from here.
Right. Thus from my lips, by yours, my sin is purged.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took. Oh, we can skip on further, actually.
Oh, you know the next bit?
It's where they kiss. I'm so nervous. What if the critics think I'm rubbish?
I'm sure you're a wonderful kisser.
Oh, add the part. This really feels like make or break time for me.
Sybil, you're going to blow people away.
You always manage to make everything feel all right, don't you?
Do I?
Yes. I'm sorry. Let's carry on.
It's locked.
I will pick it with my penknife.
Do you think we should be doing this, Javier?
Calm down. What do you think is in there? A monster? Come on.
I reckon the damp patch must be about here. Yep, soaking wet. And right above it, source of the leak. Pass me that chair. I'll take a look.
Sure you know what you're doing?
Yep.
Blimey. There's a lot of junk out here. Hey! Look at this.
What?
It is a portrait of Mr. Gray, I think.
Aha. Think I can sort this problem?
God, he looks weird. Really menacing.
I hope this tile hasn't got gunge all over it.
It is like his eyes are kind of bleeding. Ugh. Look, Richard.
Oh, watch out!
Oh, what have you done? It is all over the painting.
You're holding it right below me.
I was showing it to you.
Just get a cloth.
I've got my paint rag. Hold it steady.
You're getting paint all over it.
It is a portrait. It is made of paint. Okay, I admit it. This isn't going well.
This might be a masterpiece.
That's been stuffed in an attic?
Rich people do that kind of thing, don't they?
We could just leave it.
And blame it on the mice.
Javier! Richard!
Well, that's blown that idea. I'll stay hidden up here and patch it up. But I will need my paint.
Patch it up. This is a professional oil painting. You knock out mediocre caricatures.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
So why am I getting deja vu?
Richard! What are you doing up there? Dorian locked the attic. He's forbidden entry.
A loose tile was causing a damp patch below, so...
Leave it! It'll be my my job on the line if he finds out anyone's been up there.
Okay, coming.
Bring me my paints.
How long will you need?
20 minutes tops.
Oh, God, I don't like the sound of this.
A little light reflection on the eyes. And perfect.
Javier.
Oh,
It's me. Finished?
Yes, but before I show you, you have to know there is something really freaky going on with this portrait. Every time I try to make his expression look less grotesque, the paint just cracked and fell off. And then the eyes started doing really weird things, like they were alive. So in the end, I just had to scrape off all the paint and start again. Granted, he looks a bit more youthful than he did before.
Show me.
He looks about 14. We're fired.
I'm telling you, Richard, this painting is not normal.
No, it's an utter disaster, and it's still wet.
I gave it a coat of rapid dry. It will be fine in a few hours.
Oh, no. How can it be?
That's Dorian back. Let's get out of here.
Dorian, take it easy.
Look at my face.
Stop so I can see.
What's happening to me?
You've just got a few lines around your eyes. It's perfectly normal.
Well, maybe for you, not for me.
What do you mean? Where are you going now?
The attic! And don't try to follow me!
He does look strange, Lord Henry.
Nonsense, he just needs a rest.
He looks older. What did he have for lunch?
Oysters.
Is it possible that they could have aged him?
Let's stay in the real world, shall we, Sybil? I have to get going. Contact me if there's any change.
Sybil? Is everything all right?
No, it's Dorian. Something very strange is going on.
Where is it? Something has gone dreadfully wrong. No. No, it can't be. The relationship is reversed. The portrait appears more youthful. Well, I age.
Dorian!
Don't come up here, Sybil!
Dorian, please. What's that?
Basil's portrait of me.
That's the famous portrait. You look like a teenager.
It's cursed. And so am I.
Dorian, stop it. You're scaring me.
Hey, Sybil!
Soon after this came into my possession, I made a pact with a diabolical agent. That I should retain eternal youth while the aging process and all the ramifications of my wanton behavior be absorbed into this portrait.
Okay, I'm going to call the doctor.
Doctor? I need to speak to the devil himself! Come on, Lucifer! Where are you? We had a deal!
Dorian, stop! John, help me! Quick!
Here, have another shot.
Thanks.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, he's stronger than he looks, isn't he?
How is he, Sybil?
In bed. The sedatives the doctor gave him have kicked in.
Those are some severe delusions he's got.
He does look greyer, though.
He wouldn't stop going on about that bloody portrait. Where is it?
Here.
It's hard to believe Basil painted that. It looks very amateurish.
Very.
I think it's really good.
Well, I will say this. Whenever Dorian spoke about it... All right, this is going to sound really ridiculous.
No, go on.
Well, it's almost like it had a power over him.
Are you trying to suggest there's some kind of psychic connection between this painting and his behaviour?
No, that'd be mental, wouldn't it?
Well, stranger things have happened.
Oh, here we go.
Like what?
Puss in Boots.
Right. How many times do I have to explain...
Wait a minute. The paint, it's still wet.
It can't be. No, it must have been up in the attic for months now, and no one could have been up there. Could they?
Javier?
Ritson?
Oh, no.
OK, before we admit to anything...
It wasn't my fault. It was an accident. But I tell you one thing. That painting is not normal.
Look, the paint's moving. His portrait appears to be getting...
Even younger.
What's happening to me?
Oh, he's out of bed. Come on.
Mr. Gray, can you hear me?
Dorian, open the bathroom door.
I told you, youngsters, no one can see me.
Youngsters? Dorian, please.
Where is he? Where's Dorian? Out of my way.
I'm not sure now is the best time, Lord Henry.
I just run into the doctor. How is he?
Not good. He's locked himself in the bathroom.
Dorian! It's me! What's all this claptrap about Basil's portrait?
Leave me alone.
Shall I fetch the doctor?
There's nothing a doctor can do for me now.
You're getting everything confused. It's in your soul where the spirit of youth is to be nurtured. We can't prevent our bodies aging. Now open this door and be forced to break it down.
Mother of God.
It's not possible.
This is the influence of some devilish force.
Dorian, your face, it's...
As I've been trying to tell you all, I'm aging by the minute.
How do we stop it? Lord Henry?
I've no idea.
John?
Richard?
Aloe vera? Sorry, that's all that's coming into my head right at this moment.
He could be infirm in a matter of hours.
What have you done, Dorian? Don't try to absolve yourself, Lord Henry. It was your experiment that I should live an increasingly debauched life of wanton abandon.
What absolute horse manure.
And now, here before you is God's rightful retribution.
I think you should all come quickly. The portrait, it is... Oh, my lord. Mr. Gray?
What about the portrait? Tell me.
It is like a painting of a child.
What?
But if this continues...
We could end up with a portrait of Dorian as a baby.
There is a far graver implication than that.
A sperm.
Then I will rapidly age until I...
Dorian!
He's only fainted. Get him into the bedroom.
I'm calling the doctor. Destroy that painting. He's obsessed with it.
I would strongly advise against that.
What do you know? You're just a butler.
Listen to me, matey. Javier, Richard, take Dorian into the bedroom.
Righto.
Now look, I may be just the butler, but clearly the relationship between Dorian and this painting is one of supernatural opposing binary correlation, the causal effect of which could lead to a catastrophic end.
John sounds like he knows what he's talking about, Lord Henry.
Pig dung, the lot of it.
I'm simply reading the events as they unfold. If that portrait really does have supernatural link to Dorian, the key to saving him may lie in its further alteration.
I've heard enough.
Lord Henry!
Let him go, Sybil.
John. Dorian's asking for a glass of sherry and wants to join an outdoor bowling club.
Outdoor bowling? This is getting really serious now. There must be something we can do.
There is. It might sound mad, but it might be worth a try. If we can repaint the portrait of Dorian as an old man, perhaps the process will reverse.
It is worth a shot. I will get my paint.
I'll go and sit with him. John, can you contact the theatre and tell them I'll have to drop out of Romeo and Juliet?
No.
No?
Tomorrow night is your press night, Sybil. This is your big break. I'll make sure you're on that stage.
Oh, John.
Right. Just a few more hairs sprouting out of his ears. Perfect.
Javi, how's the portrait? Dorian's reminiscing about his childhood and asking for mint imperials.
Yeah, what do you think?
He looks ancient. Great.
Pass me the fast-drying agent. And let's pray this works.
So, if this does reverse the aging process, how do we control the rate of change?
You seriously expect me to know the answer to that?
No, sorry. Stupid question. John? Portrait's complete. Where's Dorian?
Sybil's taken him to the bathroom. He had a little accident in bed. Grab me a clean sheet, will you? Sybil!
Sybil?
What's going on in there?
Why are you staring at me like that, Sybil?
Dorian, look in the mirror. Your face is... You're back to normal.
What are you doing loitering out here?
Mr. Gray,
What's happening with the decorating? I'm not paying you to stand around, am I?
We're right on it, Mr. Gray.
And why is the attic door open?
Dorian, you're...
It's amazing. He seems to have no recollection of what just happened.
Hardly the most remarkable part of today.
Where's my portrait?
Where is it? If Dorian sees how it looks now...
Who knows how he'll react?
Javier's with it downstairs. Quick! Javier, we have to hide the portrait.
Where's my portrait?
He's heading this way.
Richard, go and block the door. Javier, open that window.
Move aside, Sybil. Who's blocking this door? Get out!
Mr. Gray.
Dorian!
Leave me alone. You produce no effect on me at all.
Well, people often say I'm a slow burn.
You, her.
How can you say that?
Nicholson, why are you hanging out of the window?
It was left open. I tripped.
Where's the portrait?
Basil took it.
Basil?
That's right. For his exhibition, we couldn't stop him.
You imbeciles!
Dorian, no! Come back!
Get away from me, all of you!
Can someone please? I'm about to fall! Here, hand me the painting!
Thanks.
Oh, wow, the power of the brush, huh?
Yeah, looked like his old self to me.
Somehow, I don't think it's the end of all this.
He hardly recognised me.
Bit of fresh air and he'll be right as...
Well, the painting. It's ageing. Well, that means that Dorian...
We'll probably continue to grow younger.
The same problem, but in reverse.
Right, now this is just proper mental.
Stop the painting doing that. How do you stop it?
I don't know. Fix her?
It's worth a try.
If I had any.
You haven't got any fixer?
Well, excuse me for overlooking the fact that I'd be required to control the metamorphosis of a man through the medium of portraiture today.
We can't let him roam the streets.
Richard, stay here in case he returns. Javier, go and get paint fixer. And Sybil?
Yes?
Get your coat. We'd better go after him.
Nicely on the black. This for the championship. Katz takes the trophy.
Oh, blimey. Good evening, officer.
Good evening, sir. Do you know this lad?
Nope.
He claims he lives here.
I do live here, you pillock. My name is Dorian Gray, and this man is under my employ.
Right, one more word out of you, son.
Officer, he does live here.
He was found attempting to break into the property of the artist, Basil Hallward.
I told you, he's stolen my painting, you poltroon.
Basil's a family friend. I won't bore you with the details. Come along inside, Dorian.
Don't tell me what to do.
Kids, eh?
Have a good evening, sir. Lovely house, by the way.
Thank you. Another strawberry milkshake, butler.
Now, look here, you little brat. I am not your butler.
And I'll need a new glass.
Stop that right now. You are getting out of control.
Precisely my intention. As Lord Henry taught me, conscience is merely the trade name of cowardice. Now, stoke up the fire. I want more melted marshmallows.
No more. You're going to make yourself extremely ill.
Quite the reverse. I'm curing myself of the burden of responsibility. What's this? Paint thinner, highly flammable. I think I'll be the judge of that.
Dorian, no!
Every impulse we strangle will only poison us. They're not wrong there.
You're out of your mind.
Exactly, and I want to stay this way forever.
I'll just try one more time.
No, leave it. Basil's clearly not at home. And there's no sign of forced entry. We should head back to the house in case Dorian's gone back there.
I can't do it, John. Oh, this is too much.
Whatever we're about to face, Sybil, we'll deal with it together. I'm not leaving you.
What would I ever do without you?
What would I ever do without you?
Really?
Sorry, I overstepped the mark.
No, please don't apologise. Say it again.
I've overstepped the mark.
No, about not being able to do without me.
What would I ever do without you?
Yes,
What would I ever do without you?
that is so comforting.
Perhaps we should get going.
Okay.
Thank goodness you're back.
Is he here?
Oh, yes.
Where have you put my rifle? I want to shoot seagulls.
Oh, my goodness. He's...
An extremely precocious 10-year-old.
I've got it. The last bottle of fixer they had.
I'm not sure you want to fix Dorian Gray in this state. Bloody hell!
Dorian, put the gun down. Who do you think you are? My mother?
No, I'm your... Oh, I don't know anymore.
Well, technically, you are his mistress.
Mistress, she can dream on.
Oh, this is really getting far too weird now.
Let me handle this.
Don't come any closer, Dago.
Right, that is going too far. Give me the gun, you little...
Ow! He just shot me in the ass!
Come here!
Get off me, you brute.
John, be careful. He's only a child.
You need to be taught a lesson.
Help! What's happening to me?
Oh, he's getting smaller.
Javier, get ready with the fixer.
Do you realize I am bleeding?
I thought we were trying to raise his age back to normal.
No time for that now. We might lose them altogether unless we're quick.
Okay, where is the painting?
Here,
Brush?
here,
Fixer?
here. Oh, I thought you had it.
I only have 2 hands in case you haven't noticed.
What have we done?
Drop the bottle.
He's getting smaller.
What have we done?
Drop the bottle.
I'm smaller. Hurry.
What have we done?
Drop the bottle.
You two shut up. Just use the liquid off the floor.
I want my mummy.
He's turning into a toddler. Quick!
Richard, hold the painting still. How much do I put on?
Just keep going.
John, pass him here. Oh, shh. There now, Dorian.
His hands are so scrunched. He looks in pain.
Of course he's in pain. He's shrinking. Oh, please, God, help us. Shh. It's okay, Dorian.
Is it working?
I think it might be.
His little fists are opening.
Oh, I think he stopped shrinking. Oh, he's smiling. Hello. Oh, he's so sweet.
Sweet? That little bastard just shot me.
What does this mean?
I think we might have just saved the life of Dorian Gray.
I need a drink.
I think we all do.
Oh, he's sleeping so peacefully. Look, John, look at what we've all produced.
An orphan.
Oh, don't say that.
It is all my fault.
Oh, don't blame yourself, Javier.
Okay.
You know what? All he needs is two people who can be guaranteed to nurture confidence and belief in his own self-image. Hey, Javier?
You mean two people who can be sure to give him the best start in life, Richard?
Yes, I do. I'm thinking about two people who've grown very fond of each other.
Yes, and you are not talking about you and me, though, are you, Richard?
No, I'm not, Javier.
Look at the time. Javier, go and order a cat and a carriage.
Why?
Because we have to get to the theatre.
The theatre?
What?
In case you've forgotten, Sybil, it's your press night tonight.
Oh, but
And I said you wouldn't miss it if it's the last thing I do.
Oh, John. But what about Dorian?
Well, I think the least we can do is offer to babysit. Hey, Javier?
Pass me the baby. Oh. Did you say this place has a snooker room?
Yep.
Then let's rack 'em up.
In Mr. Gray's Decorators, Richard is played by Richard Katz, Javier by Javier Marzan, John by John Nicholson, and Dorian Gray by Blake Ritson and Evie Killip. Sybil was Rebecca Hamilton, Lord Henry, Stephen Critchlow, and Basil was Sam Dale. A Trespasser's Guide to the Classics is written by John Nicholson, Richard Katz, and Javier Marzan, who perform as People Like Us. The director is Sasha Yevtushenko.